Welcome, chess friends. In this video, I'm going to show you how with a few mouse clicks you can generate an opening repertoire that you can upload to ChessBook or Chessable for spaced repetition training. We're going to do that using the website Qchess.net. And we're going to use the following position. So you can see here the Evans Gambit accepted with bishop a5. And for my courses, I use rapid and classical. 1600 and higher rated. So in total, there are 173,000 games. Qchess has a tool called Rate Repertoires. So you have a screen, let's start, where you configure how you would like to generate the repertoire based on best win rate. So this is the win rate in this case for white in the Evans Gambit, right? So it picks moves with the highest winning percentage or best score, taking into account draws also. So of course we have to have a starting position. So let's go back to the analysis board and we are going to copy the fen. Go back to the configuration screen and paste it. You have to specify the depth. We want to have a high depth because we want to make sure that if there are tactics that it doesn't cut it off somehow. The number of top moves it considers to select the highest win rate. So the top 3 is good. The opponent move range, so 4, right? So how many opponent moves do we consider? Let's say 4. Then the opponent game amount. So we saw that there were 173,000 games that we're going to use on the Lichess side. So we say, let's say 1 in 500. This becomes 350. Then the user game amount, right? And so let me show you in the database with this fen. There are in total in the elite database, which is 2200 and up, 387 games. So that's one that we have to put much lower. So let's say 3. We want to have it engine proof with a threshold of 0.5. And so the nice thing is that I use the elite database 2200 rated and higher to generate the moves for white in combination with the engine. And I use the Lichess database for the opponent moves. So I select here, just like I do for my Chessable courses, 1600 and higher, rapid and classical. But I want to make sure that there's always the best opponent's book move considered. So now we're going to generate the repertoire. It will be about 40 seconds. In the meantime, I'm going to show you something else because you can see it's engine proof. And I want to show you where the program gets its evaluations. So I say generate repertoire. So there is a Chess Cloud database. And you can see here there are 54 million positions. And for each position, the evaluation is given. And it's also like a book. So these are Stockfish evaluations. And it's also like a book in the sense that it indicates for each position what the best continuation is. So if we go through this game, right? So you can see, right? So bishop a5. You can see here, right, that the 2 best moves are given here on top. And they are d4 and they are castle. And it gives an indication also of the strength of the move and also of the win, draw, and loss percentages. So after d4, right, there are 2 excellent moves, e takes d4 and d6. So the program that generates the win rate repertoire or the best score repertoire is using this Chess Cloud database with the 54 million games, so it doesn't have to use Stockfish and compute for every position the evaluation, but it can just have a call upon this database. All right, so let's go back to the win rate repertoire. In the meantime, it has been generated. You can see it here, right? So I can of course walk through it, but now let's take it first to Lichess, right? So I'm going to copy the PGN, but I have to, of course, I started from a certain position, right? I started after move 6. So in order to upload it to ChessBook or to Chessable, I have to insert the first 6 moves. So let me show you. I copy the PGN, copy to clipboard, and you can see here I want to add a new chapter, right? So let's say I call it Evans with bishop a5. I go to the PGN, I paste the PGN, but now what I have to do before I import it, I have to get rid of the header. That's the first thing, because we're not starting from a fen. That's the first thing. And then I have to insert the first moves into this PGN, right? And I have to be careful that, because I start with a black move, that I do it correctly. So here we are. I say create chapter. And now I have a study in Lichess with a complete generated repertoire. So let me now show you the quality of this repertoire. So I'm going to copy it. So here we are, right? So share and say copy the PGN, and we're going to ChessBook. And we are going to create a new repertoire for white, and we call it Evans bishop a5, create repertoire. So we scroll down, here it is, import from a PGN file, paste the PGN, submit. Do you want to trim it? No, I want to keep it for now. So let's go back. Here it is, right? And so let's just walk through it, right? So continue building. So e4, e5, right? Knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. These are the starting moves, right? And you can see, right, against d6 we have already full coverage, but in the pierced defense we are missing something. So let's go into this line. Queen b3 has been the choice. And now we say go to the next gap. So this is, you could say, the quality assurance. And you can see that we missed here the move by black, castle short, and it's suggesting to add this. So we are going to move e5 and then keep adding moves, right? So knight e8 and then bishop g5, and then save these moves to the repertoire. So let's go back and see how it looks now. So Evans with bishop a5, right? So we're going to look at how our coverage is now after we did this quality assurance for this repertoire. And we can see that we're fully covered, both are green, and we have created our opening repertoire in just a few minutes, and we did the quality assurance in in ChessBook. Of course, you can play around with the settings in Qchess. There are a lot more amazing functions in Qchess. So you can see here the tools, right? There is you can look for model games, opening models based on GM repertoires, opening weakness finders, things like that. I will not go into that, but I just wanted to share this new development where you can create with just a few mouse clicks an opening repertoire that you can upload to ChessBook or Chessable and do your spaced repetition on. You can create a study in Lichess for it. And I think it's very nice that for your side, you do it based on the Elite database and the engine. For the opponent's side, you use the Lichess database and you can configure it the way you want. So it's not that you only get super strong GM moves, but you get what club players will be playing against you. And then you can start extending and curating your opening repertoire, but you have an excellent base. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you're going to use this tool, and I hope you're going to support this developer. At the moment, it's completely free, but if you all start using it, of course, he needs some financial support to keep his web server resources at the right level. Thank you again. Bye-bye.